Let me see. Yeah, let me edit this real quick, y'all. Blah 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 blah. Let's change this. NBA 2K 25. And what's the other category? Thank you. Okay, we good money.
Future. Pursue tech careers with the DeVry Scholars Program. Advance your ambition.
No intro, we all know why we're here. All I ask is you drop a like on the video because this did take me a while to make, and let's get right into the builder breakdown. All right, let's jump right into it. So first you're gonna have your name, hand, jersey number, all that's the same, right? Now when you come in here, height, weight, wingspan, everything that I saw was pretty much identical to 2K24. You know, height affects almost everything. Weight affects strength, rebounding, perimeter. Wingspan affects, you know, rebounding, block, driving dunk, three-pointer. Pretty much everything's the same in terms of what your physicals affect, so we're not gonna spend a lot of time on this. We're gonna jump right into the actual attributes and badges screen, and everything you see here is going to be similar, but there's some tweaks, okay? So as you scroll through the attributes, obviously the badges on the right change depending on what attribute you're on. There's also a description for every badge. How accurate are they? We will see, because 2K24 had some inaccuracies. But when you tap the right bumper, it's gonna scroll over to the takeover screen instead of the badges screen. And over on this one, you can scroll through all the takeovers. It tells you the attribute requirements to be able to...
What's up, Guave? What's going on, my dog? How you been, my bro? How you been, my guy?
Unlock that takeover on the build that you're creating. And then down below that, probably right where my head is kinda, you'll see that it shows you exactly what the attribute boost is for that takeover. Now, also similar to 2K24, when you press triangle or Y, it's gonna change the badges screen and it's gonna show all the badges on your build. And as you put up the attributes, it'll show which badges you're unlocking. Now, more importantly, on the bottom right, it shows you the attribute requirement for each badge level, all the way from bronze all the way to legend. But there's an easier way to view this. So over here on NBA2KLab.com, they have a spreadsheet for free. This is 100% free for every category: playmaking, finishing, defense, rebounding, and every badge in the game, and all the requirements to unlock that badge at each level: bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame, and legend, and all the height, min, maxes, everything you can need. And this is available right now for free on NBA2KLab.com. Now, of course, if you're interested in the...
Yeah, we might can get something like that together. I don't know. Depending on how I let me not move that screen. Let me move me, because I see Joe on this side. Yeah, we might could do something like that though. Might could do something, I don't know. It depends on how I like the game, bro. 24, I didn't like it, bro, so I didn't play it. But I'm trying to return back.
Premium content, that costs a couple dollars a month, but if you use code Joe, you'll get a big discount on that, all right? And in my opinion, it's 100% worth the premium membership, because that gets you all the jump shot data.
What's up, James Money?
And you'll be able to craft the perfect jump shot within the first couple days of the game. And I mean, that's what all the best players use. They use that information to make sure that they have, you know, the biggest advantage over everybody else. But this data here is 100% free. Also, along with the badge data for free, they have all the takeovers and requirements listed as well. As you can see, they have every single takeover in the game, what the requirement is, what the boost percentage, or not percentage, how much attributes get boosted from it, and they have a description about it. It's amazing, everything they have over here at NBA2KLabs.com. I definitely recommend y'all check it out. The link will be in the description. And as I said, if you're interested in that jump shot data
game right
and all the other premium
no
content that they offer, use code Joe to get that discount. It's only a couple dollars a month, and it is definitely
told, my guy.
Now, a lot of people asked about legend badges, so let's talk about it, okay? We weren't able to test them, but as you can see, I mean, they look cool, but some are very expensive. So to get these legend badges, you need a 99 three-pointer, and it puts you up to 64 overall. You see, it's 4 overall just to go from 98 to 99 3. Another one that we're going to take a look at here is going to be posterizer, right? So you need 99 driving dunk and 90 vertical. It's going to be much more expensive than the three-pointer because you need 2 attribute categories to hit certain thresholds. So this is what I mean. Certain legend badges are going.
You saw you're gonna get modded soon. Yeah, if you come through a lot, you know what I'm saying. I end up giving mods just basically people that's kind of like always in here, like OGs. You an OG for sure. But yeah, it's definitely something that I could think about doing for sure though.
Going to be much more expensive. Look at 90 vertical and 99 driving dunk. You're already a 74 overall. To get the shooting badges to 99, you were a 64 overall.
Chat, do audio sound real good? Can y'all hear the video good enough?
Just to get a legend posterizer as opposed to a legend Deadeye. So we talked about posterizer. We talked about some of the shoot limitless.
Let me know if y'all can hear the video good enough, or if it's too loud, I'll turn it down a little bit.
And all those ones, but what about ball handling, right? 99 ball handling, you're an 83 overall. 83 overall, just like that.
Said the stream
now,
sounds good. Appreciate
3
you.
legend badges with this one. You get ankle assassin, handles for days, and unpluckable. But the reason being is because it's tied to so many other attributes, right? Your speed with ball automatically goes to an 89. Your layup automatically goes to an 84. Your speed automatically goes to an 84. So depending on what the badge is tied to attribute wise is also going to obviously affect how expensive getting that legend badge is. Another one let's look at is steel. Legend interceptor and legend glove. You get both of them with a 99 steel and you're a 65 overall. Much cheaper than going 99 ball handle. Now I also will mention this, depending on the height of your build, that is going to affect many things, including how expensive certain attributes are, but also what that attribute ties to and how much it.
Well, since that's the case, since it's cheaper, look at already from the left side, what position and height. He already 6'7" and got a 99 steel and only a 65. You know, some people's definitely gonna be making a lot of lockdowns saying that.
Ties to those other attributes. We're gonna get into that in just a second. Another one to look at is 99 driving layup. That gets you the legend layup mix master, but as you can see, you still need 98 close shot and 98 driving layup to get legend float game. So, I mean, that's basically 299 attributes to get one badge on legend. Pretty crazy. Now, something 2K talked about, the taller you go, the less attributes you get. So as you can see at 5'9", if you checked out the video I just posted on the 5'9" builds, they are insane how many attributes you get. But going from 5'9", you see how much you get 99 ball handle, 99 3, 99 steal, 88 layup, 89 speed, all these crazy attributes, right? Now, just going a tick up to 5'10".
99 still, only 65 overall. It's crazy.
Our build's basically done. We have a 97 3, 97 ball handle, only 92
I did hear about
steal.
the 5'9" and the 5'10" guards looking like the meta for sure. We might get those small guards like 2K22 back
even at the tall
on a twos court.
6'3" to 6'4" to 6'5" to 6'7". You see, we had 93 dunk, 89 3. We had 92 ball handle, 91 speed with ball, 96 steal. All right, so now let's check out the 6'4". We have 5 less steal. We don't have the Hall of Fame lightning launch, right? We only have 90 speed with ball, so I'm trying to tinker with it. And it's just you can't get as much at 6'4" as you got at 6'3". And, you know, you're going to see a common theme here. It's just the taller you go, the less attributes you get. So I'm literally trying to play with it to try to create the same build. It's just, it's not possible. You don't get as many attributes because I gained an inch of height. Now we go to 6'5". Let's see what we could get at 6'5".
You said the build.
And the thing about this,
you said the build looking better. I'm curious to see the center builds and if there will be maybe a Giannis type build. Somebody might have made a Giannis build. After we react to Joe No's video, we're gonna go to check out some people that did make some builds and see what builds they made, because I'm wondering too.
It's going to really come down to how the gameplay plays. Like, obviously being taller is an advantage, but how much of an advantage? Is it worth losing a ton of, like, compare this build at 6'6" now to the one you just saw at 5'9". At 5'9", we had a damn near a 99 in every category that we needed, along with super fast speed, a high layup. And now we're down to, you know, 93 dunk, 89 3. We have an 87 ball handle, 85 speed, only 83 steal. Like, The higher we go, the less attributes we get. So it's a lot of the game, and in terms of what's going to be the best build or the best, most effective build is going to come down to, let's say, is a small build, regardless of attributes, a liability defensively? If the answer is yes, well then okay, we got something to talk about. If they can still get great shot contests because of the, let's say, the new...
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, chat. Somebody at the door.
Shot contest system is completely different, and maybe as long as you're standing close to somebody, you get a contest.
Yeah, I want stream.
Well, then small builds are going to be crazy because they're going to have the best attributes. But if I can just shoot over a smaller player regardless of what his perimeter is, because he's 5'9", I'm 6'7", I don't even see him, well then that's a whole nother story. Now we need to talk about the ratio of attributes versus height, what's going to be more effective, what's not. The gameplay is going to have a big factor on whether the small builds are super duper effective. I talked about this more in my 5'9" demigod video. The gameplay is really going to affect what builds are the best, and just going off of like attributes, obviously the smaller builds look better. But as we know, in 2K, height has always been a factor, wingspan's always been a factor, but it all, the level of how much it matters differs every year. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'll leave it at that. Now let's talk about some badge caps in terms of badge level depending on height. So this is for lightning launch. You wanted me to see the tallest you could get at each level, okay? So to get Hall of Fame lightning launch, you need 94 speed with ball. The tallest you could be to get legend launch, you need 94 speed with ball.
What is lightning launch? Explosive when driving to the basket. Okay.
Tallest you could be to get legend lightning launch was 6'2". Okay. The tallest you could be to get Hall of Fame lightning launch is 6'4". The tallest you could be to get gold lightning launch was 6'6". And obviously weight affects your speed with ball. So a lot of these heights, you're going absolute minimum weight. You see at 6'6" minimum weight, you can get the 86 speed with ball, and that gets you the gold lightning launch. Silver lightning launch, the tallest you could go is 6'9", right? You could go 6'9", so you had to change it to small forward, obviously, because the height cap based on position. But minimum weight, 6'9", you get silver lightning launch. And then last but not least, bronze lightning launch. You need, I forget the exact attribute requirement, but you can go 6'11". 6'11", lower that weight down, 68 speed with ball, that's what it was. 68 speed with ball, you get bronze lightning launch. Okay, so those are the absolute tallest builds you can be to get each badge level of lightning launch. Another one that people requested a lot, limitless range. The tallest you can be to get legend limitless range is 6'5". 6'5", minimum wingspan. You can get a 99 3-pointer. That's the requirement for legend limitless range. Okay, Hall of Fame limitless range.
Phone call from the boss? Sorry.
Is going to require a 96 3-pointer. 96 3-ball. Tallest you can go is 6'5". So if you want legend or Hall of Fame limitless, you have to go 6'5". You can obviously increase your wingspan a little bit if all you want is the Hall of Fame, but you can't go up to 6'6". Now the tallest you can go to get gold limitless range is 6'6". You need a 93 3-pointer to get that gold limitless. 6'6" with a 6'7" wingspan will get you that.
Gold is still good though.
Silver limitless range. The tallest you can go silver limitless is 6'7". You need an 89 3-ball this year for silver limitless. You can get that at 6'7". And the tallest you can go to get bronze limitless is 7'3". You can be max height. You gotta lower that wingspan down. Of course, you see me playing with it here, trying to find what the threshold is. You can go 7'3". 7'3", you can get that bronze limitless. And if you go minimum wingspan, you actually get 85 3-ball. So you're two above that bronze limitless cap. Last badge height cap that you guys wanted was posterizer. So at 6'9", you can get legend posterizer. 99 driving dunk with a 90 vertical. Okay, that's Legend Posterizer. Very, very expensive. As you can see, you're a 72 overall, and that's all we've put up is the dunk and the vertical. Very expensive for Legend. Moving on. Hall of Fame Posterizer. You can be 6'10". Max wingspan, you need a 96 driving dunk with an 85 vertical. Okay, moving on to Gold Posterizer. You can be 6'11", but you have to lower your weight. Lowering the weight at this height does increase your driving dunk by 1, otherwise you'll get stuck on 92 driving dunk. But Gold Posterizer at 6'11". Moving on, Silver Posterizer, you can unlock at 7 feet tall. So 7 feet tall, you can still get Silver Posterizer, which is pretty cool. And last but not least, Bronze Posterizer, you guessed it, you can get it at 7'3". So at 7'3", you got to crank up that wingspan a little bit, but you need a 73 driving dunk. You got to lower that weight down to be able to get that 73 driving dunk to unlock Bronze Posterizer. You can get that at the tallest height in the game. Now we're going to talk about attribute correlation and basically how attributes work together and how height affects this. Okay, this is very important. When you're making your build, you're going to want to check out the height caps next to, you know, let's say you're looking at a 6'10" build, you're going to want to check out 6'9", 6'11", and see how they tie into each other. So on that 6'10" build, you'll see whatever I put my standing dunk up to, my driving dunk was 15 attribute points behind it, right? So I had 85 standing dunk, my driving dunk was automatically a 70. You'll see at 6'9", it's the same thing. It's a 15-point difference. But as we start to play with this height, you're going to start to see that it's not the same at every height. It's not always a 15-point difference. So as you see, we go to 6'8", it's still a 15-point difference. I have 85 standing, I automatically have to have a 70 driving. But now check this out. If I go down to 6'7", it's a 10-point difference. So if I wanted an 80 standing dunk, or let's say a 70 standing dunk, my driving dunk has to go up to a 60 now. So it's a bit more expensive because it's only letting me go 10 away instead of 15 away. Same thing as 6'6". So my point with this is, if you're trying to maximize your build to the fullest and you want to have a high standing dunk, but you don't really care about the driving dunk, you might want to consider the taller heights, because you'll save 5 attribute points, as opposed to if you do it at 6'6", if you want a 90 standing, you're automatically going to have an 80 driving dunk. But at the taller heights here, like a 6'8", you can go 90 standing and only have a 75 driving dunk. You're saving that 5 attribute points because you're taller. Another example. All right, at 6'6", I know we're kind of nerding out here and whatnot, but bear with me. This is important if you're trying to make the most effective build. Let's say I'm trying to make a lockdown, but I want to give it post control too, so I could work out of the corner and you know, be able to exploit mismatches with guards. If I want 90 post control on a 6'6", I automatically have to have an 80 ball handle, right? It's a 10-point difference like we were just talking about. But as we go up in height, that is not going to be the case. Now check this out, 6'7". I'm going to do the same thing, 90 post control. Now I only need a 70 ball handle, so I saved 10 attribute points just by going up to 6'7". And you're going to see, as we continue to go up in height, ball handle does not tie to post control as much. So you're saving attributes depending on the type of build that you want to make.
That's good though. That's good to get to see like that. So 6'7", overall, you'll have more attribute points to spread, on top of the fact you'll be taller if you're making a lockdown build like you said you would be now. Because if you went 6'6", you'll have a higher ball handle, but you wouldn't really want that at ball handle. You'll want the extra 10 points probably in defense, post control, finishing, or like maybe rebounding or something. Somewhere, or maybe in your speed and agility or something.
So I really want to stress, when you're making your build, make sure you check the heights surrounding whatever height you're looking. Say you're looking for a 6'7" build, you might want to investigate 6'6" and 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", and all the heights in that area to see how they tie in. At 6'8", a 90 post control, my ball handle only goes up to a 50. Now I just saved a ton of attributes.
Yeah, that's fire.
I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. I know we're nerding out here in the builder, but hey, that's what this video is about.
That's good.
One last thing I noticed, and this isn't a huge deal, but I wonder how many other things are like this in the builder. Okay, at 6'2", you see your strength maxes out at a 95. At 6'3", your strength maxes out at a 99. At 6'4", your strength maxes out at a 98. And then at 6'5", your strength maxes out at a 94. And then 6'6", your strength maxes out
the consistency.
also
What's up, Z?
94.
How you feeling about this 2K25, brother man? Have you been seeing some of this shit that been going on? I know it's hard for you not to see nothing. I wonder was you on check some of this out, make a video on this shit. I won't even think. I swear to God, bro, I won't even think about 2K till like I start seeing tweets and shit, and I was like, let me start looking at these videos and shit, see what's going on. I can't lie, from the look of it, shit look like it could be good, but I ain't gonna be fooled. I ain't gonna be fooled. They gotta show me. This is definitely one of them years they gotta show me, especially because I ain't play 24 at all. I ain't like that shit like that.
So you're saying, Joe, it's a guard build. Why do you care about strength being so high? I don't. But my point is, why can a 6'3 get 99 strength, but a 6'2, a 6'4, a 6'5, and a 6'6 can't? What's special about 6'3 that you can get a 99 strength?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it just makes me think, the more we investigate into this builder, are there going to be certain heights that are like, I don't want to call it a glitch, but it kind of like a mistake maybe? I don't think that was intentional. Why would a 6'3 get 99 strength, but the 6'4", 5, and 6 couldn't, and then a 6'2 couldn't as well? It just seems kind of off. So I wonder if within this builder, as we continue to really craft builds and dive in, maybe there's small things like that. Like maybe there's a certain height that we didn't notice could get like a higher post control or a higher block rating than the surrounding heights in that area. Maybe mistakes were made outside of.
You said, man, to be honest, I've saw some clips and people have told me about stuff. It looks more polished from my team, my team and Play Now games, but I still feel like Park go be a lot of bullshit or same shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you know 2K, you can't put your goddamn on hopes in no trailers or no little videos or some my team against AIs. You just gotta play it safe a little bit. You might can like what you see, but you gotta play that shit safe a little bit, Brody. No cap on that though. But my plan this year, y'all, because I did fuck up my build last year. Like I fucked up some shit of builds last year, and it wasn't like I wasn't paying attention. I've watched videos and other different people so I could learn and see what I did wrong. I'm just like, to just save me money and time, bro, I'm just gonna wait. I can still be in the builder, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what's meta, see what is the shit right now in the beginning, to see how I want to base that off of what I want to make. Because the type of player that I always want to make every year at the point guard position first is a balanced build, like a guy that can kind of have a little bit of a shooting. I don't want to have the 99-3. I don't want to be Curry. But I don't also want to be like on the side of like Ben Simmons where I can't shoot at all. I want to be that guy that's kind of like midway, 78 to 83 three-pointer, but still have a nice dunk package, good 85 plus dunk package, you know what I'm saying? Not a slasher, but just a little bit of, you know, to get on that rim. And then I like to have a little bit of passing, a little bit of dribbling, a little bit of speed, a little bit of defense. That's me right there. I like to kind of have that type of set. Like more like that Anthony Edwards type of build. Something like that. That's my go-to every year. The first time, like first build, that's my shit. But the height requirement though, it don't always be like how it was in previous years. Like sometimes 6'3s might be better than the 6'5s. I don't really like short players though, but if that's the better attributes, then that's the better attributes. You said like only one thing for real is legend badges, and they only give you more attributes just to make people want to get the legend badges. I think I ain't even gonna cap to you, Z. I'm not that pressed on the legend badge for real, because you gotta have a max amount of attribute, and I've never been a guy to have one max attribute unless I was strictly like for like that player to be made for that strictly like pro-am or like tools or something. Like, you know, you make your 99-3 or your 95-3, or you make the 99 steal to be the lockdown. Like, I feel like it's not really gonna be, I'm not that pressed on the legend badge. Hall of Fame would be my good frame right there. You say you think about a center maybe? I usually do a PG or a shooting guard, but I think I want to do Giannis Wemby mix. I tried center for the first time last year and it did not go well, so I'm gonna try it again this year. Maybe I can make a better build. But last year my center was trash. I just feel like they either gonna be OP or a waste. Yeah, I don't know. We get to see. I did see some build. Like I said, we're gonna see some build because the video almost done. We're gonna watch some builds.
Just the strength
some people was making some builds. I seen they made some videos making some builds. So we're gonna look at that.
Just something to look out
see
for.
what they made, because I did like some build names I seen.
Really doesn't matter. So that particular mistake wouldn't really affect the game at all. But I just wonder if there's other small little things out there where it's like, hey, this 6-8 build can actually get a higher block than the 6-7 or 6-9 surrounding it. Probably not, but who knows? Just something I noticed. But if you're looking for the 2K25 gameplay breakdown, that video right there has everything you could want. What 3-point rating do you need on your build? How to...
All right, let's go ahead and look at let's look at this build video right here. We're gonna skim through. We don't want to watch this whole thing because we just watched Joe Nose break this shit down, but we're gonna definitely look to see what Double H cooked up in the building.
Build a $6 triple play.
We're gonna see, because I want to know what some people was making. I see Cheeseaholic made a build. We're gonna tune in to Cheese a little bit too. We watched this vid yesterday.
Looking for tall ISO builds for 2K25? You came to the right place. I'm going to be showing 6'6 versus 6'7 versus 6'8 when it comes to these type of builds. And we even have a little gameplay to show y'all later in the video, because the goal of this video is to help you get a better idea of what kind of build you're going to make to start 2K25. But keep in mind, we did not know any of the animation requirements except for contact dunks when making these builds at Community Day. Anyways, make sure to drop a like for me putting y'all on and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit that 900K before 2K25 releases.
Anyways,
let's get into the video. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Henry, aka Double H, back at it with yet another video. And hey man, we're going to be comparing all these 6'6, 6'7, 6'8 ISO builds. I highly recommend you not to skip around, because if you're a sweat like me and you want to hear about how these cap breakers can make these builds the best builds in the game, and you want to hear about how these badge elevators can make your build 10 times better, and you want to hear the real comparisons through these 6'6, 6'7, and 6'8 ISO builds, I would highly recommend listening to what I have to say. But hey, if you want to skip around and just look at the builds and not hear what I have to say, you can go ahead and do that as well. But anyways, if you do want a shorter ISO build, I already uploaded a 6'3 build that can take screens and ISO. Go check it out if you're interested in that. But for my people that want these taller ISO builds, oh, I got a lot of info for y'all today. And
shout out to the 10 in the chat, man.
I'm super excited. We're gonna start with the 6'6 height, and I actually have 3 different versions of these 6'6 builds for y'all, and then we're gonna move on to 6'7, and then we're gonna move on to 6'8. So starting with the 6'6, you can either go 6'7 wingspan with your 6'6 point guard or 6'10 wingspan. Now, the reason why I say 6'7 is that's going to put you at a 93 3-pointer, and that's where you get gold limitless range. 6'10 is going to put you at an 89 3-pointer, which is going to give you extra wingspan, which is going to help with defense, dunks, rebounding.
Chat, what build y'all think about going with first on this shit?
Range cut off right at an 89 3-pointer. So that's really going to be up to you to decide which way you want to go. But I'm going to show what happens, or what your build potentially could look like, depending on which way you go with that. So if you do go 6'7 wingspan, this is potentially a 6'6 build you could have. Now, this is a Hall of Fame limitless range 6'6 build. You're probably like, Double H, what are you talking about? Has a 93.3 gold limitless range.
Either 6'7 PG or 7'2 big.
You can badge elevate a tier 1 badge, and guess what? Limitless range on gold is a tier 1 badge. So if you hit level 30, you can have Hall of Fame limitless range on this 6'6 build. So if you are looking to get Hall of Fame limitless range on a taller ISO build, guess what? This is going to be the wingspan
that might be my type of flow, right? This is going
to be the height you want to go with, because that's where you're going to get that 93 3-pointer at. And guess what? You're not going to be able to get Hall of Fame limitless range at these taller ISO builds through cap breakers. It's only going to be through badge elevators. So if you want to spin your badge elevator on limitless range, get Hall of Fame limitless range, go ahead and do it with that 93 3-pointer at the 6'7 wingspan. And yeah, this build's looking pretty good. Now, one thing I will say is I did make this build.
Let's see. 93 3 ball, get an 83 mid range, 93 driving dunk, 69 interior, 85 perimeter. That's not bad. 6'6, 79 steal, 85 speed, 77 agility, 80 vertical. Yeah, that's not bad.
I think it could be something better out there. Contact dunk animation requirements, which are subject to
last year, my big was great. Just I thought 98 standing was good, and it was a waste.
If you want to make the Hall
I had a
of Fame
65 block, and I got one block every 10 games.
I would put the dunk
yeah,
down
block.
To 89.
I couldn't block shit on my power forward last year.
Probably asking why? Well, here's a screenshot of what most likely.
You said 75 speed with ball. Did that just say that on the I didn't even see that. 75 speed with ball don't sound good, but we don't know. Blue, it might speed with ball might not be that much of a hassle like you may think. We ain't gonna know till we play. But off the sounds of it, it don't sound like that's something that that might be good. We don't know though. We don't know, because we have seen on 2K24 builds that have a low rating, but you'll think they be moving slow and they moving.
I would take this build if you want to make the Hall of Fame Limitless Range 6'6" build with the badge elevator, and I would put the dunk down to an 89 and the vertical down to 78. You're probably asking why. Well, here's a screenshot of what most likely will be the contact dunk animation requirements, and there's really no point.
Elite contact dunks for this. You'll need a driving dunk of a 96, but you get to get the pro, you get the 89 with a 70 vertical. Okay. You said last year speed wasn't important that much last year, but the court is bigger, so I don't know. That's why I said last year it was a little different, so it might not be that much effective. We don't know though. That's why I say keep your eyes peeled. Don't be so quick to jump in that builder and make some.
Point to go to 9380. Yes, that is for gold posterizer, but you're not getting extra contact dunk animations with that, so I feel like you may as well go 9682 or even
I just know I want to be fast. Yeah, everybody want to be fast, especially if you're a guard.
You can stay at
running
this
away from them
93
lockdowns.
vert, get gold posterizer, and have your build look like this. But if
you just got to make sure you be real
attributes,
careful.
maybe you wanted a higher pass act, a higher agility, a higher steal, maybe a higher perimeter, maybe even a higher mid-range or layup or whatever. You can easily
see me personally, I'm not that much, like I told y'all, I'm not that much of a heavy 3-point shooter. Like, that's not like I can have a second build like that, that's like a play shot type of thing, but I originally like to be balanced. So me personally, I would turn this down from 93 to possibly 80, anywhere from 83 and above to like 89. Like, I'm not that much of a 90 plus 3-pointer guy. Like, gold limitless is cool for me. It's cool for me.
attributes by going down to 89 dunk, 78 vert. But just keep in mind you will only have silver. But just keep in mind you'll only have silver posterizer with that. So if you're a big dunk meter guy, your dunk meter is not going to be nearly as good with a silver posterizer compared to gold post. But anyways, yeah, this build's looking great. I mean, gold posterizer, gold limitless range, which is going to turn to off if you use the badge elevator on it. You have silver lightning launch. You have gold, all the gold shooting badges, except for obviously mini marksman because you're too tall to get that
taco
badge.
fall
You also get
build,
silver
but I need
perimeter
some
defensive
speed.
badges. You also
Taco
get
fall
silver
is
steal
crazy,
badges,
Guave.
and you also have a 68 block, 69 interior, allowing you to get some bronze block badges like that chase down badge.
Said bowl.
You also are 85 speed, 77 agility. I mean, maybe you want to lower the speed and increase the agility, but that's also good as well. So yeah, this is the best 6'6" Hall of Fame limitless range build if you want gold posterizer. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Ishmael?
That.
Appreciate you coming back, my dog.
You will adjust the stats to your liking. If you want
How you doing today, man?
if you want this or that, adjust them. But you can kind of base your
all right,
build
let's go ahead and get in.
If you're someone that plans on
let's go into something else, yeah, because he was talking a lot.
Range. So I went ahead, put the wingspan up to 6'10". Once again, that's going to help you with defense, get tests.
Said bowl too short. If
going to help you with
gotta
dunks,
be
going to help you with
7'4",
rebounding, all that stuff. I ended up adjusting, the defense, a little bit of the shooting, and a little bit of the other stats. And this is what my build came out to be with the final stats. Now, before you this is why I don't recommend people skipping around and pause, because what I'm about to say is gonna be insane. Because if you're someone that plans on unlocking these cap breakers, and if you don't know what cap breakers do, I'll pop up a screenshot in the corner or something.
Last but not least, we are excited to introduce cap breakers in NBA 2K25. We saw community feedback that players wanted a way to not only increase attribute ratings above their max potential badges, caps, set at build creation, but also have those rating contribute towards animation, badge, and takeover attribute requirements. That's exactly what cap breakers do. For example, let's say your ball handle attribute is maxed out at 85. You can apply 2 cap breakers to play with an 87 ball handle rating and also unlock access to any animation, badges, or takeovers that require that attribute. There's a few restrictions to ensure a balanced gameplay experience. Each attribute can be increased a maximum of +5 above its cap. You can use a cap breaker on an attribute up to its max potential rating, allowed by your builder's height, weight, and wingspan, which is shown in Myplayer Builder while allocating your attribute potential. You must progress an attribute to its max potential rating before applying a cap breaker. There are a total of 15 cap breakers available to earn through rep rewards. More on rep affiliations and the city in a few weeks. Okay. You said, bro, I'm like that 6'5" two-way facilitating finisher from 22. Yeah, I think that's my height requirement, dig. Like that's 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". Like I like that range right there. I did a 2K sim with this roster: PG, Ben Simmons, SG, Bobo, Mobamba, Jalen Duren, and Taco Fall. They won like 50 games and got swept by the Celtics for, maybe good strat for league play. My main problem was Bobo and Mobamba were only 75 overall when I moved them to shooting guard and small forward. That's a young team.
Or just go watch my
like a G League
breakdown
team.
video or news video about the Myplayer builder. I fully explain all that stuff in there. This is why you guys need to watch that stuff, because otherwise you're just not going to understand some of the stuff I'm saying in these build videos. Now, whoever made this builder in 2K25 is a very smart man, because when I tell you we were literally one attribute away from a build with legend posterizer and gold limitless range, I am not kidding. Now, what I mean by that is, as you see, your driving dunk when you're at a 6'10 wingspan can go up to a 98 max potential, and cap breakers only work with max potentials. So you would have to go 6'11 wingspan to have your max potential be a 99 dunk. But if you go 6'11 wingspan, your 3-pointer goes down to an 88 and your limitless range goes from silver to bronze. So if at this 6'10 wingspan we were be able to get that 99 dunk with a cap breaker, or with a +3 cap breaker on driving dunk and a badge elevator on the 3-point shot, we would have had legend posterizer and gold limitless range on this build. But unfortunately we don't. But you can still get legend posterizer and silver limitless range on this build, and you can actually do it without even spending a cap breaker. So if we go back to the stats right here, if you want to put the badge elevator on posterizer, you will have legend posterizer with this build, because we get a 96 dunk and we get that 85 vert. Now, once again, you could just settle for the Hall of Fame posterizer and then put the badge elevator on limitless range and get Hall of Fame posterizer and gold limitless range, which could be a good combo. But going back to the 6'10 wingspan thing, if you want to go 6'11 wingspan and settle for a even lower 3-pointer for bronze limitless range, you could put a +3 cap breaker on that driving dunk, get 99 driving dunk, and unlock all of the contact dunks in the game, because we're missing one with that 96 dunk, and get legend posterizer, and then put a badge elevator on limitless range and get silver limitless range. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can go about this if you are using your cap breakers, but screw the cap breakers. Let's just talk about the final version of this 6'6 legend posterizer build. We already showed the Hall of Fame limitless range one with a badge elevator, but hey, this one, regardless of what you do, you're gonna get that 96 dunk, 85 vert. You're gonna get all the contact dunks in the game at 6'6 except for the elite contacts off one. You're gonna get Hall of Fame posterizer. 9 steel is gonna give you that silver steel, making it go to legend. Or you can keep it at Hall of Fame posterizer, put it on the badge elevator on limitless range, put that to gold. Not only that, but you do get a tier 2 badge elevator at level 15, and you can put that on high flying denier, so you get silver chase on this build. Outscore. Now let's go on to version number 3 of the 6'6. Now this is very similar to version number 2. I just adjusted a couple stats around. Once again, you can put a free throw on these builds, you can put a pass act, you can adjust the build to your liking. You don't have to copy it exactly how I did it. I'm just trying to give you guys a better idea. So this is exactly like the version number 2 build, except we went down on the pass act all the way to a 65, and we went up on the block, and we went up on the interior defense, and a little up on the speed, a little down on the agility. So we just put some more defense into it and less pass act, because with that 74 block, you will be able to get bronze paint patroller and the bronze high flying denier. So just a little better defense. But anyways, yeah, let me know in the comments when it comes to 6'6. Do you like the Hall of Fame limitless range badge elevator version, or do you like the Hall of Fame posterizer X gold limitless range, or slash the legend posterizer silver limitless range version number 2/3 of the build? Let me know, what would you rather have? Let me know in the comments. But anyways, it's time to move on to 6'7" builds. Now, if you guys did watch my Myplayer breakdown video,
You said it's your channel monetized yet or almost there? It's almost there. It's halfway monetized.
But we're already so
ready to
tall
get
at
it
this
fully
point that
monetized,
it's like we're just getting less attributes in those 6'3", 5'9" builds, to the point where it's not even noticeable really too much between 6'6" and 6'8" and 6'7". But with these 6'7" builds, I ended up going with minimum weight and 6'7" wingspan. Now, the reason I went 6'7" wingspan is I really wanted at least silver limitless range on these taller builds. You can go higher wingspan if you want to go down the bronze limitless range, but personally, I want that 89 3-pointer. I want that silver limitless range at the 6'7" height, so I went 6'7" wingspan. Now, to be honest, if you like ISO builds with more defense and pass accuracy and a little less on some of the other important stats, you're gonna like this 6'7" height better than the 6'6". So anyways, the first thing I ended up doing was upgrading my driving dunk to an 89. Now, I also upgraded the speed, a little of the agility, then I upgraded some more pass. You get gold challenger and gold on ball menace and Hall of Fame off ball pest. So your perimeter badges on this 6'7" are really good. Not only that, but you get bronze paint patroller, which is kind of like the rim protector this year, so that's going to be really good for blocks. Once again, you get the silver steel badges, and you also get bronze high flying denier, and you get the 81 speed, 80 agility. You have the good vertical. You do get the 40 standing dunk, and you don't have to go 45. You really just need that two-hand standing dunk at 40 standing dunk, so that's going to be more than good enough. But guys, I mean, this build, if you want to go 6'7", you like the higher pass act, you like the higher defense, this is going to be a better option than
What's going on, Hazel? Appreciate you coming through on stream today.
Not only that, but think about how good it is to have this bronze paint patroller. Like, it's a tier 2 badge, so you can put your level 15 badge elevator for tier 2 badges on paint patroller, and you can get silver paint patroller on this 6'7" with just a 74 block, which is really good. And then not only that, but you could put your badge, your tier 1 badge elevator on ball menace and get Hall of Fame on ball menace, which is like clamps, or you can get Hall of Fame challenger, or if you still want to put it on limitless range or posterizer, you can get one of those badges on gold. By the way, this build also gets silver ankle assassin. Yeah, so if you're more of a defensive guy, this could be a crazy good lockdown 6'7" build for y'all, which is but obviously it's still an ISO build, but the defense is just a lot crazier. But yeah, there go all the badges, and also here are all the takeovers this 6'7" gets. And yeah, take a look at these takeovers this 6'7" gets, because it doesn't get the same amount of takeovers as the 6'6". It actually only gets 8 takeovers instead of 9. You definitely want to take a look at those. And yeah, make sure to screenshot, pause, look those over. Make sure once again you're looking at the takeover abilities and what the actual attributes give at each level 1 through 5. And yeah, this build ends up being compared to Jalen Suggs, Gilbert Arenas, and Tyrese Halliburton, and it is called a 2-way 3-level scoring threat. So let me know in the comments, do you guys like the 6'7" build better? Do you guys like the 6'6" Hoff limitless range build better? Or maybe you like the 6'6" legend posterizer build better? Anyways, let's move on to the 6'8". All right, so with 6'8", you actually have to make a shooting guard this year. So yeah, you can't make a 6'8" point guard. So make sure you are aware of that when you are in the builder. I ended up going with minimum weight on this 6'8", and then I ended up going 6'8" wingspan. Now, I didn't end up finishing at 6'8" wingspan because, as you can see, I upgraded my 3-pointer and I realized, hey, it only goes to an 88. That's 1 below limitless range on silver. So yeah, 6'8" cannot get silver limitless range unless they use a badge elevator on it. So that kind of sucks. So I was like, okay, I may as well get higher wingspan then. So I went all the way to 7-foot wingspan. But then I realized, yo, I can't get a 92 mid-range, and at a 92 mid-range, I can get gold Deadeye, because if I'm going to have an 83 3-pointer, I'd like to do what a lot of 2K24 good builds did and get that high mid-range so I could still unlock a lot of those good shooting badges at this 6'8" height. So I ended up going with 6'11" wingspan, which, yeah, I'm only going to go an 83 3-pointer for that bronze limitless, but that 92 mid-range is why we went with the 6'11" wingspan. So we have minimum weight, 6'8", 6'11" wingspan, which is still very good wingspan. And I went 83 3-pointer for that bronze limitless range and 92 mid-range, which is going to give us gold Deadeye on this 6'8" and gold set shot specialist. Now, I feel like Deadeye's a really good badge are going to be a really good badge in 2K25 because those hop jumper cancels, those step back shots, and it just looks like you could shoot over people again. Like Deadeye, I feel like that's going to be an important badge. So on this 6A, it's definitely a badge that I'm interested in having. The next thing I did is I went to 89 dunk, 78 vert, so we can get those contact dunk packages and so we can get silver posterizer. Then I started upgrading the defense like crazy. I'm talking 84 block, 79 steal, 85 prim, 70 interior. Then I put the ball handler with an 86, the speed with ball to a 70, but you still have good defense. Like we're talking silver paint patroller, bronze chase down, silver high flying denier, and bronze pogo sticks. So the blocking is going to be crazy. Plus we got the silver steel badges with silver gloves, silver interceptor. We have the silver perimeter badges with silver on. Let me know your thoughts.
Let me skip to this gameplay. Obviously none of these, he been yapping a lot though. I ain't gonna
judge any of this gameplay anyways. I'm just throwing this in there just so y'all could see something. I mean, I have default dribble moves on, default jump shot, default dunk packages, default.
So is the backcourt back, y'all?
Nothing equipped. So it's not like I could test how fast the build was or the dribble moves of the build or how the build moves.
My core looked like it's
the only
back.
thing I was really testing was the dunk meter right here. This is the 6'6" build with a 96 dunk. So yeah, that was really the only thing I could test was the dunk meter, and then I guess just shooting wide open with a default jump shot. Like there really wasn't anything to test, and to be honest, I don't even know if I had badges in this because my badges are never popping up in the top right. So I'm assuming that not only do I have no dribble moves, no dunk packages, no jump shot or anything, I'm assuming I have no badges either. But look at the contact dunk I just got with a 96 dunk. That's with no contact dunks equipped. That's with literally no nothing, bro. That's with nothing. Imagine with like the badge elevator of freaking legend posterizer or something. Like I feel like yo, it could get wicked out here, y'all. And it's not like the dude I was playing against had like no interior. I think he had like a 65 interior defense, and he was also on like a similar type of build. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I wouldn't judge too much of this gameplay. Like it's literally just 1v1 my core. Who even knows what the difficulties on here? We have no clue. But I mean, yeah, I was still getting I was going crazy with the dunk meters when I was open shooting the ball with this terrible jump shot. I mean, I was hitting. I mean, if you put a custom jump shot on, you're gonna be chilling. I mean, obviously all the builds I showed in today's video have great shooting stats, so if you can't shoot with these builds, then you might want to pack it up. But yeah, shooting open with the default jump shot, greening some shots. You probably saw the back fade already, or it's coming up right here. I'm shooting midi fades already. I'm just doing BS right here. I don't even know how that just went in. Just throwing up contested spin layups, spamming the dunk meter once again. It is kind of weird with that dunk meter not having a visual green window, but I'm already so used to using the dunk meter that I don't even need to see the window. Like I just know when the time that it's like basically the same timing every time. But
hey, what's going on, Cali?
I felt good with the dunk meter in here with no contact dunk packages. Like I'm just excited to get, and by the way, this is the 6'6" with a 93 3-pointer build you're going to take and then like adjust like certain stats or something.
Okay, let's see what else we got on, man. We just looking and seeing what we got, man. Looking and seeing what we got. I want to see who made some builds. Okay, Coleman, my guy.
The best
see
time
if
to
he
get
come
a
through
Reese's,
for us, man. Look at us in the right.
I'd also accept all the time.
Look at us in the right, man.
You guys the best point guard builds in NBA 2K25 for all modes. I'm going to show you guys one build that is specifically for 3v3 and 5v5, and then another build strictly for 2v2. And I hate to break it to you, but I also found the most toxic post scoring build on NBA 2K25, and if you guys want me to drop that build, let's get 1,000 likes on this video and I got you guys. Starting off with the first build, we're obviously going to be going with the point guard position, and this build is going to be the build for 3v3 and 5v5. So if you love threes in the park, if you love 5v5 Pro-Am, or even if you love rec, this is definitely going to be the build to make for you day one of NBA 2K25. So for the position, we're going to go point guard. For the height, we're going to go 6'3". You can also test out like a 6'2", 6'1". They also have some great attributes as well, and even some 5'9s too. But I like to have as much height as possible and be as quick and you know, be able to shoot the ball as well. So we're going 6'3" shot. We're going to be going with the weight's going to be 190 pounds, and the wingspan is going to be 6'6". Starting off with the close shot, we're going to be going with a 79 close shot, and we actually get some decent badges with this. We get silver float game, and we also get bronze paint prodigy. But you guys are going to see later on in this gameplay where all the attributes are going to be going towards. We're an absolute beast in the other categories. And for the driving layup, we're going with a 78. I know it's a little low. It's honestly not even that low. It's going to get you free layups. You're not going to miss wide open ones with a 78. But take a look at the badges we get on this build for the layups. We get gold aerial wizard, and we also get silver flow game. So we're going to get some like decent flow animations. I'm sure we're going to get some decent layup animations unlocked as well. And we also get layup mix master, which is basically acrobat, and we get it on bronze. And for the driving dunk, we're going to upgrade it all the way up to an 87 to unlock that silver posterizer. Obviously, gold is better, but we would need a 93 driving dunk and an 80 vert, and it's not going to be possible on this build. But again, our main priority on this build is
so you stream daily? Not daily, but I'm working towards it.
We're getting simple buckets, and
not daily though.
87 driving dunk required.
I just really got back to streaming.
Standing dunk to get some
to be honest with
standing dunk animations. The post control we're going to leave at a 38. Now, my favorite part about the build is the shooting, guys. For the mid range, we're going with a 93 mid-range, and take a look at all the badges we get. We get Deadeye on gold, we get Mini Marksman on gold, we get Hall of Fame set shot specialist, and we also get gold shifty shooter. Okay, now I need you guys to keep in mind also, you get cap breakers, you get max +1 badges. Just imagine I could use my, cap breakers on my mid-range, and I could actually get that up to a 98. That is going to unlock Hall of Fame Deadeye and more badges as well. It's literally going to be insane. And we're also going to be going with a 94 three-pointer. Guys, we end up getting gold limitless range. And again, man, if you want to use your max +1.
Big news at Bet.
Come on, Cole. Come on, man. We getting into the nitty-gritty. We getting into the nitty gritty. You gonna hit us with an ad, man. It's all right. I respect it. You gotta get your bread.
One on this, you can actually get it up to Hall of Fame. And just taking a look at the clips from yesterday's footage in NBA Play Now, Curry has Hall of Fame limitless range, and he can shoot pretty consistent from deep. And it's looking like limitless range is actually gonna work this year, unlike NBA 2K24. So Hall of Fame limitless range might be very effective this year. So that is why we're going with a 94 three-point shot. We have a 93 mid-range and a 94 three-pointer. We're going to be going crazy this year. And for the free throw, of course, we got to upgrade that all the way up to 99 to knock down those free throws in rec and pro-am, because this is a 3v3 and a 5v5 build as well. Now, for the pass accuracy on this build, we're rocking with a 79. You could probably, use this build as a template if you want. Let me know down below in the comment section so far, what changes would you make with this build? But so far, we're going with a 79 pass accuracy. Again, feel free to use this as a template. We don't get bailout. It requires an 85 pass accuracy, so we're not going to be putting that up. We get Versatile Visionary on bronze, we get Break Starter on silver, and we also get Dimer on silver as well, which is pretty good. It's going to help our teammates out a lot. And for the ball handle, we're going with a 93 to unlock gold ankle assassin, gold handles for days, and gold unpluckable. I'm telling you, man, I think unpluckable is going to be one of the most important badges in 2K25, especially if a lockdown has that legend glove badge. I do not want to go up against anyone this year with that if I don't have at least like Hall of Fame unpluckable. So who knows, I'm probably going to use another max +1 on my unpluckable badge as well. And for the speed with ball rating, we're going to upgrade that to 91. So
I ain't gonna lie, his build fire right now. He cooking on his build.
Launch. If you guys did,
it's something that I might gotta put in my back pocket.
Dirk and Koza dribbling. I'm telling you guys, speed boosting is back, and it looks really fast this year. So I think lightning launch is going to be very effective. And and it's worth putting your speed with ball up. So just imagine a 6'3 guard with lightning launch on Hall of Fame. You're going to be absolutely moving. Interior defense on this build is by far one of the cheapest attributes, and it's worth upgrading in case, you know, you get called a backdoor on. You're going to have bronze off-ball pest, so that's going to be pretty good to use. And again, I know you guys are going to look at this and be like, what? This build's got no defense. Listen, man, this is primarily for someone who is playing 5v5 with a team. You're not the lockdown. You're going to have a lockdown, a primary lockdown on the court. So a 57 perimeter, a 33 steal, and a 44 block, you're going to get away with it fine. You're going to have some other defenders on the court, so don't worry about it and don't stress it out. And for the speed, we're going to put that all the way up to an 87. So, you know, in case we're playing fives and I want to, you know, play the hash or something, I'm going to be able to run around really quickly without the ball. As you guys can see, it literally says the speed attribute says it affects how fast a player can run or sprint around the court without the ball. So this is going to be very important, especially if you're 6'3", you want to move around the court fast and effective. Now for the agility, we're going to go with a 77, and I think this is high enough for a 6'3 guard. For the strength, we're going with a 52. We can't really be too strong on a little PG build. And for the vertical, we're going with a 75 just to meet some basic dunk animation requirements with that 87 driving dunk. But overall, ladies and gentlemen, this is the build. And we actually get shades of Damian Lillard, Steph Curry, and Jalen Brunson. This build is absolutely insane. And it says that we have built a shot-creating 3-level threat. Let me know down below in the comments section, man. It's a pretty cool name, but what do you guys think about this name down below? This build is pretty good. This is for 3v3 and 5v5. Now let's move on to the 2v2 build for the twos players out there. And I want to give a big 2v2. So if you're a twos player like me, you primarily play twos. Wingspan Ghost. Who knows, man, if you want to use your, you know, max +1 or your cap unlock gold posterizer with this badge. And who knows, man, up to a 93 and you actually unlock gold posterizer with this badge. And who knows, man, if you want to use your, you know, max +1 or your cap breakers, you can upgrade that and get some even crazier badges and animations. Now, along with this, we do get a 73 layup and a 73 close shot, which is very viable, and you're going to be fine. You know, free layups. If you're open, you can make it with a 73 driving layup. And then with the standing dunk, we're going to go with a 43, and the post control is going to be a 41. Now, for the mid-range on this build, we're going to be rocking with an 87, and the three-pointer is going to be a 78. I know you guys are probably thinking, wow, Cole, this is pretty low, but I need you guys to know that twos builds have to be very well rounded. So, you know, you can't put all your marbles into one basket. It doesn't work.
This probably might be a better build.
I have a very high driving dunk
for me because I like well rounded.
Shoot the ball pretty decently as well, but I also want to have some defense. So you guys are going to see what the build looks like towards the end of the video. Take a look at the badges we get. It's nothing crazy. We don't get limitless range at all, which is totally fine. We get silver Deadeye. We get set shot specialist on silver, which is very effective. And we also get shifty shooter on silver as well. And the free throw, we're going to leave this at a 64 strictly because we're not going to be shooting free throws. Now for the pass accuracy, we're going to leave this at a 70. I think for the twos, you don't necessarily need a super high pass accuracy, but you know what I'm saying, for 5v5, you definitely need a little bit of a higher one. But I think a 70 is just as effective. Well, so this is definitely going to help out your teammates. Now for the ball handle, we're going to be going with an 86. We get silver ankle assassin, silver handles for days, and we also get unpluckable on silver as +1 badges or cap breakers on that. Now for my speed with ball rating, we're going to put that all the way up to an 86 just to unlock lightning launch on gold. And this is a very important badge if you want a speed boost this year. So guys, we're going to be rocking with an 86 to get that gold lightning launch, and I'm super excited to get my hands on this build for the first time ever. And I know it's not the highest, but I think a 56 can get the job done if you're going up against another guard. Obviously, you're not going to stop post scorers with this, but it's definitely going to help out. Now, for the perimeter defense rating on this build, I went with an 85. You just got to be high if you're playing twos because you have to play both sides of the ball on silver, and we also get gold all. You can speed boost. You have great defense. You can pluck the ball. You can get lane steals.
You said, bro, how are we gonna deal with no step backs?
Play on this build online.
What you mean no step backs? They said the LeBron step back is back in the game.
With an 81, agility
if you saying we ain't got none,
so we can get stops on defense. And the vertical,
we got step backs in the game though. The LeBron step back is back in the game.
It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And we actually get shades of LaMelo Ball and Steve Francis, and also De'Aaron Fox. And it says that we have built a two-way 3-level slasher.
Let's search again so we can kind of refresh this feed right here. Okay. Let's see who else. We got Shakedown. I haven't seen Shakedown come on my feed in a while, bro. You said Mike Wayne tweeted yesterday. Well, Joe Knows put out the video yesterday when we were doing the gameplay reaction, and he said the LeBron step back was back in the game. Somebody, I forgot who it was. They said the LeBron step back was back in the game. I can't remember what it was. Uncle Demi made a build. Here we go. Center. We go to something different.
Awaken your
Be
kids'
quiet, bro.
creativity. Choose the build to change the story. New
Let's go to something different for my big man guys.
The only
For my big man guys out here, let's go to something different. I want to see this too myself.
Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a build that I made at NBA 2K25 Community Day that hasn't been possible to make an NBA 2K in a very long time. This is a 7'1" stretch big that gets a 70 ball handle. Let's just cut all the BS out the way. You guys can see it right here. Look at this. 70 ball control on a 7'1" center. I'm playing this so that you guys can see that this isn't no photoshopped image. It is a straight up video that I recorded at Community Day of a.
All right, he cooking up some on the center, 7'1", 7'1" wingspan, 90 drive, well 90 standing dunk. Get rise up on gold, aerial wizard, post control 87, 93 midi, 86 3, 87 pass accuracy, so he'll get bailout on that. 70 ball handle, so he still gets some ball handle, even though you're not gonna be able to dribble on this build anyway. Interior 74, perimeter 62, 88 block. I like this. 85 defensive rebound. I wonder how this will compete with the those rebounding glass cleaner type guys down there though.
A 7'1" center that can get a 70 ball control. Now, with that being said, let's now back up here really quickly. First and foremost, 88 close shot on the build. This is up this high simply because we have our mid-range all the way up to a 93, and we need our 93 mid-range for a badge that we'll get to in just a moment. So the mid-range shot comes up all the way to an 88. That gets you float game on gold, hook specialist on gold. And the weird thing with close shot on NBA 2K25, you can actually get float game with close shots. So that's kind of interesting. For the driving dunk, we're just going to go with the 75. That's kind of a sweet spot. I hope that can get you the athletic one-handers off one dunk package, and if so,
hey, what's going on, Scarlett? How you doing today? Appreciate you coming through the stream.
We'll be able to get some decent dunks.
We're doing good.
Rating. Now for the
just checking out this 2K25 stuff.
That's gonna get you the
doing my homework right now.
Dunks. We're gonna have gold rise up and gold area wizard because of this 90 standing dunk rating. Now moving on to the post control. Post control is going to be an 87. 87 post control is going to get you post fade phenom on Hall of Fame. We also get post up poet on gold. And for the guys that haven't been watching my videos about my footage from Community Day, post up poet basically.
How's your stream going so far? It's going good. Going good.
Put together in one badge. So if you do post spins, post up poet will activate. If you
everything going good right now. This is good badges right here for the post control. Can't cap. Hook specialist, post fade, because like you say, you got the cap breakers and your elevators. So even if you wanted to throw this Hall of Fame, you can choose to throw this Hall of Fame. Like it's good.
You do anything that does like was Dream Shake last year, post up poet will activate on that. So very good badge in this year's game from some of the testing that I have done when I was at Community Day. Now for the mid-range shot, we're going to have a 93 mid-range shot is going to get you post fade phenom on Hall of Fame. We're also going to get Deadeye on gold with this build and set shot specialist on Hall of Fame. This is going to be your standstill shooting badge. Even if like you're coming off the dribble, so like let's say you do a hop back and then you're just shooting a standstill jump shot, set shot specialist will pop on that. This will pop up on your catch and shoot shots as well. So this is a very good badge to have, especially on your stretch bigs. We get that on Hall of Fame, and if you want to, you could +1 it to legend. So you could +1 Deadeye to Hall of Fame, +1 this to legend if you want to. And then we have an 86 3-pointer on this build. Now 86 3-point rating doesn't get you anything in this year's game. I just simply upgraded it to an 86 just to get the maximum shooting rating, because realistically you don't need to go any higher than an 83, because 83 gets you limitless range on bronze, and the next is 89 for silver, which is the tallest height for that is 6'7", if I'm not mistaken. So really good shooting wise, high 3-point shot, high mid-range shot, going to be able to shoot really good against that shot specialist on Hall of Fame. And if you want to, with the max +1 badge perks, you can max +1 this to legend, break starter on gold, versatile visionary on bronze, dimer on gold, and you're gonna get bailout on bronze as well. And that's a new thing here with the builder on NBA 2K25 is you can actually get bailout on higher builds than 6'10". Last year bailout was height capped to 6'10". This year you can actually get bailout on taller players, so we just ended up going with an 87 pass act.
That's gonna be cheesy. You're gonna have 7'2", 7'1" guys out here throwing out a pass, throwing out shots and stuff with bailout. That's gonna be cheesy. That's gonna be cheesy.
So you probably could, I'll actually show the second version of this build that I made. You can actually probably go up to 93 pass accuracy and get break starter on Hall of Fame. So I'll show that one in just a moment. But the big thing here, fellas, look at this. Yeah, we get 70 ball control on a 7'1" center. Now, the big thing that I want to point out with this is that we don't know what animations this gets us. This could get us poo-poo caca animations for all we know. But I figured I might as well show you guys how this is possible on NBA 2K25 and that it is a possibility on 2K25. And maybe this means that there is a chance to be able to make like ISO centers, like actual 7-foot plus ISO bigs. We'll have to wait and see. We also got a 57 speed with ball on this build. I just ended up maxing it out simply because speed with ball, it sounds like is going to matter more next year. And also, I think there's a dribble style, like Joel Embiid's dribble style last year was a 55 rating, so I'm pretty sure it would be like that again this year. So yeah, 57 speed with ball, 74 interior defense is going to get you silver paint patroller, bronze post move lockdown. 62 perimeter defense is going to get you bronze immovable enforcer, bronze off-ball pest. And if you guys haven't been watching my videos yet about the Myplayer builder breakdowns, you need to upgrade your perimeter defense in order to get immovable enforcer. So that's what we did with this build. And then for the block, we got a decent amount of block here. We got an 88 block for the silver paint patroller, silver pogo stick, and gold high flying denier. That's what you get with the 88 rating. 66 offensive rebound, and then an 85 defensive rebound, which is going to get you box out beast on gold and silver rebound chaser. So rebounding wise, this build isn't too great, but when it comes to the playmaking capabilities and the offensive capabilities of this build, it should be really interesting. I'm not saying this is going to be a meta build. I'm not saying this is the best center build. It's definitely far from it because, hey, silver rebound chaser. But if you want to make a fun center build to like be able to dribble and whatnot, maybe it's possible that this build could even work in park.
You said I was just watching this video. What's good, bro? What's good, Cole?
70 freaking speed. Like that's actually
what's up, my dog?
For a 7'1". So 70 speed gets you the high flying denier on gold, and then we have a 58 agility.
What's going on, my guy?
You still upgrade your agility on these players. Agility is basically your off-ball movement. So all your movement on defense, all of your movement when you don't have the ball in your hand, when it comes to be needed, it probably also definitely helps with off-ball movement. What we needed to get high flying denier on gold with that 88 block. So this is version 1 of the build.
What's the build name?
Playmaking stretch 5. The thumbnail was not clickbait, gentlemen. That is a build that you can get on NBA 2K25 on a 7'1" center with 7.
This definitely could be a build that I could make this just to have fun with. Definitely, I was just about to say you definitely can get some shades of like Jokic and some other guys with this build, but it wouldn't really be Jokic because they'll have way more post control. But you said how I'm feeling about the game. Bills is looking OP. Yeah, the Bills is looking nice. I can't cap. The 6'3s might be meta for guards. Anything 6'3 and a little bit smaller might be meta. Might be, but it all depends on how you cook your build up too. But I know 6'3 is like the standpoint of where you get more attributes than 6'4 and 6'5. And the build names is fire too. The best build name I've seen was on Twitter. It was called Switchable Lockdown Defender.
70 ball control. But now let's take a look at another version of the build that I made. It's gonna have a little bit less standing dunk, more pass accuracy. Everything else is going to be pretty much the same, so we'll just talk about that first. So 81 standing dunk, I believe, is what you need for the regular big man standing contact dunks, and that also gets you silver rise up. So very. You add 5 cap breakers to this, you can get 98 pass accuracy and get break starter on legend if you want. And then with those cap breakers, you can then probably also get versatile
Swiss Army
on a higher
knife.
level, probably gold dimer. You could probably get on legend with that gold bailout was just I don't need to go over all this again. Actually, not true. I put a little bit more offense.
Do you get the same name for this
Stretch
build?
5 once again. This is definitely one of the rare builds that I found in the Myplayer builder when I was kind of just messing around, and I thought it was absolutely insane.
Joey 2K with the Kevin Durant build.
Those are nice. Hold on one second.
We gotta go see the Kevin Durant build. Guys, too.
And we are going to be taking a look at these Kevin Durant builds that I made at Community Day on NBA 2K25. Now, one quick disclaimer that I do want to point out, we had no access to any of the Durant builds. Really hard to make this year is that Master on bronze. Now, for this version of the build, I didn't use KD's jump shot. You're going to need an 87 mid-range rating. So we ended up going with a 6'10 height on a 7'3" wingspan. And starting things with the finishing, we get an 80 driving layup, which gets us physical finisher on silver, aerial wizard on gold, float game on silver, and layup mix master on bronze. Now for this version of the build, I didn't put a whole lot of driving layup. I wanted to get some driving dunk. I wanted to go for that 87 driving dunk. We went with the 87 driving dunk, which is going to get us the basic, I believe it's called the pro contact dunks. The pro contact dunks off 2. You're going to get posterizer on silver, and again, aerial wizard on gold. Pretty good rating to go for when it comes to driving dunks. Usually it's a safe rating, gets you some contact dunk animations, gets you some good animations. That's going to be pretty much it for the driving dunk. Now moving down to the post control, we're going to go with a...
Yeah, it's definitely going to be hard to make KD if only an 83 pointer is going to be something that's going to be something you can have on that build. It's definitely going to be a problem.
79. Now a 79 post control is going to get you post fade phenom. It's going to be very simple. 75 gets you break starter on silver. As for a minimum weight 6'10. The physicals on all the Myplayer builds in the build, I actually don't remember what name I got on this one, so it'll be interesting for me too. Shades of Rashad Lewis, Paulo Beccaro, Pascal Siakam, and we're going to get the build name. 3-level scoring threat, which is kind of similar, kind of different, but it's a cool build name. It's all right. Swiss Army Knife was definitely the coolest one. Now, let's get to the little arm KD build. Now, I understand this is controversial, okay? I understand this is very controversial simply because KD is somebody with very long arms. He's known for having long arms while being able to shoot really well.
The last one is the best to me.
It is really hard to justify.
You talking about the center build or you talking about the KD build?
That has maybe 4 extra inches of float game on gold and post hook specialist on gold as well. Like I mentioned, you can get float game with close shot, which is pretty interesting.
This one would be more beneficial because you get an 85 3-pointer. Like I said, this.
So next big thing here is the 85 drive.
That's the only thing. KD's so much of a demigod. He's so hard to make in a fucking game.
Layup that's going to get us silver.
But yeah, this is definitely probably better because of the 85 and the 94 mid.
Pretty nice on this build. Now with the 6'11 KD build on this one,
but you take a hit
like
defensively.
Type of build. Didn't go as high on the driving dunk. We're only going to have a 75. Now 75 is usually a good threshold in 2Ks. This is going to get you packages like the athletic one-handers off 1 in last year's game. So I'm hoping if that's the same rating for that package, 75 driving dunk will be good once again. It's going to get you gold aerial wizard and bronze posterizer and a 65 standing dunk because that's just what it's pulled up to. Now 90 post control. Let's talk about it, fellas. There's another reason why I think the max shooting KD build is going to be the wave. 90 post control with a 94 mid-range shot will allow you to unlock post fade phenom on legend. That's a big badge.
Tough.
You're also going to get post up poet on gold. Post up poet is a combination of dream shake and post spin technician from last year. So anytime you do a post spin, post up poet is going to pop up, and anytime you do a dream shake or any sort of shimmy, fake, or whatnot in the post up poet will pop up. It's going to help create more stuns. It's going to help you also make your shots more often off of those moves when the badge does activate. So post up poet is a pretty good badge from what I played with so far in the play now gameplay. Again, that was on pro difficulty, so God, who knows. But 90 post control for that legend post fade phenom. Like I mentioned earlier, with the 94 mid-range shot, we're also going to get a bunch of other really good badges. We're going to get set shot specialist on Hall of Fame, which is a big jump because that means we're going from this badge being on silver to Hall of Fame just from our mid-range rating going up from an 87 to a 94, right? So in that small jump, we go from not having the badge on anything higher than silver to it all the way on Hall of Fame, and we get Deadeye and Shifty Shooter on gold. Now, the big thing with that is that from what I saw and from what other people saw, the Hall of Fame badges is where that considerable jump in the effectiveness of the badge really starts to kick in. And with the max +1 badge perks being a thing, you're allowed to upgrade one badge past its max potential every single season. Now it resets every season. So in this case, since Deadeye and Shifty Shooter are different badge tiers, see how like Deadeye has this like cool little like symbol around the badge and Shifty Shooter doesn't? This lets you know that the badges are in separate tiers. This is a tier 2 badge and this is a tier 1 badge. So with that, with the max +1 badge perk we get every season, I can now upgrade Shifty Shooter and Deadeye from gold gold all the way to Hall of Fame. So this build, when it's maxed out, gets Legend Post-Fade Phenom, Hall of Fame Set Shot Specialist, Hall of Fame Shifty Shooter, and Hall of Fame
So that's the best spot up badge. You're going to be cooked on defense though. Yeah, this build right here, you got to use this on the tools. But you might run into a big 7'2" center or a post scorer and you're cooked. Or you can use it in Pro-Am like 5v5 setting and be like play the 3 or the 4 position and you just cooking. Like you got, that's the thing. When you make your builds, you can't just have one build. You gotta have different builds for different situations, different plugins, different lineups.
Whatever you want to call it. And the 3-pointer can max out to an 86. When I do make this build, I'll probably max it out to an 86, but I just went with an 85, I think, just to finesse a couple attributes here and there. But yeah, I think this is going to be the wave when it comes to the shooting, because once you start shrinking the wingspan on a big build on NBA 2K25, there's no real reason not to just go minimum wingspan. So as you guys saw, we had that 87 mid-range shot, which only gets a silver set shot specialist. I believe the gold rating's at 89, and then gold Deadeye's at 92. I forget what shifty shooter is on gold. I can't remember exactly what that is at, but there's like almost something at every single increment as you start shrinking the wingspan. So it's maximum wingspan and settle for those any badges, but obviously we're lightning launch on bronze wingspan and get the 75. Once again, 68 speed with ball is going to get us lightning launch on bronze. Coming down to the interior defense, 60.
So I'm grinding my first to 99 so I can rebirth my other ones at 99 off rip. Yeah, that'd be the best thing. I did see that they did change the whole rebirth build thing. Like, it don't have to be 99. You can grind it pretty much, I think, anywhere above 90 overall, I believe, or something like that. 91 overall or something. Like, your first build can be at 94, but if you decide to do a rebirth and you're only a 94, it'll start you off and max to be able to max at that 94. So that's good.
Abilities of this build. Only a 60 interior, 78 block.
But the best thing we should do would to grind it to 99 so you can get the rebirth at 99.
I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work defensively. Maybe in this year's 2K, you need to have high block to get stops with these MOV files. So yeah, 71 perimeter defense. It's going to get you bronze challenger, bronze.
Yeah, defense, this jump cook.
Denier with bronze paint patrol.
But the thing is, you grind hard enough. If you grind hard enough, this will definitely do it. Like, you grind hard enough, you can start upping these badges to another level. So
this is a stretch big. It's an offensive oriented forward type of build.
That's another thing. If you end up hitting like legend, really grinding the game, your builds will be better. Everybody don't got it like that though.
Name, 3-level score. So pretty expected name, and that is actually going to be it for this video. And if you guys enjoyed this video, I highly recommend that you guys go watch my Play Now breakdown where I used Kevin Durant in the video. It was like the first player I used. I spent the most time with him, so I recommend that you guys go watch that. With that being said, hope you guys enjoy.
Did I just see?
Introducing the all-new GMC Arcade.
I thought I seen.
All right, today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going.
Hold on.
All right, so did
I see something? It says Kendrick won't make a bad song this year. I'm better. Did Kendrick make a song today? Oh, this is unreleased. Okay. I'm thinking this was some new shit. This unreleased though. Thought Kendrick had some shit out. I was ready to say, well, that's gonna be good money. Best all around guard builds. I want to see who's gonna make some shit that I want to see.
The NBA 2K25 Myplayer Builder is finally here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys the best guard builds that you need to make day one of 2K25. The first build I will be showcasing is one build that can dribble at an elite level.
I want an all-around build.
Able to do a little bit of everything. The second build will be a taller guard build that actually couldn't test any animation. Right here where you choose you could either go point guard or shooting guard, and if you guys were wondering what are the heights that you can go at each position, I'm gonna pop them up at the screen right here. Pause it and screenshot it if you need to. But yeah, for this build you could either go point guard or shooting guard. and not any other height is because 6'6" we're able to achieve a 93 ball handling, and this is super important when it comes to unlocking all the good dribble moves at the height of 6'6". Also, one thing I do want to mention is if you're wondering what the height affects in the build or like attributes and stuff like that, here it is right here. Both what it positively affects, meaning what goes up, and then what it also negatively affects as well, meaning what goes down. But now for the weight of this build.
So that Double H build is fire. Yeah, I watched Double H build. He was cooking.
The agility aspect of things.
His 6'3" build might be the best.
For just strength and stuff like that, go ahead and be my guest. But one thing I do want to say is if
Cola Man's build was fire too. We watched that.
86 speed with ball, so you guys can get the gold lightning launch badge, which I'll go over in a second when we get into the attributes of the build. And I want a default wingspan of 6'10", and the reason I did this is because I wanted to be able to unlock that 89 3-point rating to get silver limitless range. So this is actually the highest wingspan you will be important in this 2K, and it always is. So a longer wingspan is definitely going to help assist with that when it comes to the defense if needed. But now it is time for the most important part about this build, which are the attributes, and probably why you came to watch this video. As you guys can see, the builder is now split up into 6 different categories instead of 5 from the previous year. The first category we're actually going to start out with is our finishing category, and the attribute that we're going to upgrade first is our driving dunk. And we're going to put our driving dunk.
Said I didn't watch him yet. Yeah, he got a good ass 6'3" build.
Posterizer and get 2 pro contact dunk animations. As you guys can see on your screen right here, these are the requirement for contact dunks this year. Now you may be wondering why I don't have silver posterizer. Well, this is because you actually have to come down and upgrade your vertical to a 78, and boom, you see now we have silver posterizer, and you'll be able to achieve those 2 pro contact dunks as well. And one thing I do actually want to say is I actually forgot to upgrade my standing dunk in this video for this build during community day. So when you guys get your hands on the game, if you do use this build, upgrade your standing dunk to at least a 45 so you can get standing dunk animations. 45 gets you 2 standing dunk animations, and last year, as you guys may know, standing dunks were overpowered, and it's really cheap in the builder, so if you can get them, I just highly recommend you get them. But that is pretty much it for the finishing category. We're not going to touch too much on that, but now let's go to move into the shooting category. And the first attribute that you will want to upgrade on your shooting category is your 3-pointer, and we're going to put that all the way up to an 85. Now let me explain this. I know I said earlier that we want an 89 3-pointer for silver limitless, and we can still achieve that with what I mentioned earlier with the cap breakers, because we do have the potential on our build to make this an 89 3-pointer, and that's pretty much all you need when it comes to the cap breakers. As long as your build can actually get to that 89 3-pointer for this instance, we could use those cap breakers and make our 3-pointer to an 89. So if you make this build, once you unlock those cap breakers, use 4 of them on your 3-pointer so you can get your 3-pointer to an 89. But if you guys don't want to do this and don't want to use cap breakers, if you don't plan on getting the cap breakers, just go directly for the 89 3-pointer. You're gonna have to adjust some stats later, but this is how I would do it if you want to maximize the stats on your build and be balanced in every category. But this is pretty much it for the shooting category. If you want a free throw on your build, go ahead and upgrade it. For this instance, for community day, I really didn't upgrade my free throw too much, but if you want to go ahead and put it, go ahead and be my guest. But now let's move into the playmaking category of our build, and this right here is very important, so you guys want to pay attention. First, we're gonna go down to our ball handling and upgrade that to a 92. This is so that we can guarantee ourselves the best dribble moves, and I do want to say right now we don't have any animation requirements for dribble moves, but a 92 ball handling plus will be more likely enough to unlock all the dribble moves at 6'6", because it's pretty much the highest ball handling you can get when you're a taller build. But if you guys want to go 93 ball handling for gold ankle assassin, you can, but in my opinion, I feel like
yeah, I wouldn't go 93. I don't care that much about ankle assassin for me to get it to a 93. And just think about it, you already got gold unpluckable. That's the main thing that matter in this category. Handles for days. Gold. Now if it was reversed, this was a tier 1 badge and it was silver, then I'll go ahead and take that extra point to go ahead and get the gold unpluckable. But you got it already. Ain't no need to sit right there and waste it on ankle assassin. Even though, yeah, but ankle breakers ain't really been that good since, like, I don't know how long, really. Like, you still would be good out there.
It's not worth it, because from what I tested, I feel like that badge is not going to be worth it, but you could always cap breaker it if you need. But for me, I went 92 ball handling on this build just so I can maximize my other attributes as well. And next, for your speed with ball, I need you guys to go down and just max this all the way up to an 86. This is so that we can unlock that gold lightning line.
I wonder, is this like somewhat downhill? I remember downhill from 2K20. I used to have it on my slashing playmaker 2K20. Had it on gold, downhill on gold, bro. Coming down there in the paint, dunking, that joint was useful for sure.
Badge, which, like I said earlier, is super overpowered. Just take a look at how fast I was moving with De'Aaron Fox with this badge.
Yeah.
And he literally only has it on gold. So if you make a build with Hall of Fame lightning launch, I'm not gonna lie, it might be crazy. But for this instance, we're gonna get gold lightning launch. So yeah, just keep that at an 86 speed with ball. And last, for the pass accuracy, I put my pass accuracy to a 75 every year.
Quick first
I really
step.
don't go much higher on my ISO builds and my taller guard builds, because this is like a cool median for ISO build or a taller guard build to be able to pass the ball and not throw turnovers. Obviously, if you're playing like record pro-am or something, you could go a little higher. This is up to your choosing. But you also get silver dimer on this build as well, so I guess that's a plus side to that. But yeah, for pass accuracy, I just went a 75. And after that, that's pretty much it for your playmaking. Like I said, if you want a cat breaker to a 93 ball handling for gold ankle assassin, go ahead and be my guest. Now for the defense of this build, the first thing I actually upgraded on this build was my perimeter defense, and I pulled that all the way up to an 85. This is so that we can get challenger on silver and on ball menace on silver as well, which is basically the brand new clams badge of last year if you guys don't know that. And right now you see we don't have it on silver.
Hey, what's going on, Mariah?
We still have to adjust our agility.
Appreciate the follow.
And that is one thing that is also different this year. Last year in 2K24, the defensive badges were tied to your strength, but now it's actually tied to your agility rating, which we'll go over in a second. And next, I upgraded the steel to an 85, and this year you actually get gold interceptor at 85 steel. Last year it was a 91, and you also get silver glove on this build right here, which is 2 great defensive badges when it comes.
This might be the build that I need for real. Like I said, I've been trying to find an all-around build. Somebody had to cook up something. He got some more. We only on the first build, but this is something I'm liking right now. Just to the simple fact, like I love to have some defense in my build. Interior might not be cool, but we already 6'6". We might get a little pass on that. But perimeter 85, and the fact that I can get an 85 still. Silver glove. I had silver glove on my 6'6" last year, and it felt like I had gold. I was plucking the shit out of people, and it was all about positioning. If you know how to truly play defense on 2K, you can get you some steals. Ain't even got to be plucks. It can be definitely off-ball steals, so you still get the gold on interceptor too. You said where else you live at? What you mean?
Comes to steals. And then for the block on this build, this was actually very important. I actually maxed the block out to a 74. Then I came up to the perimeter defense and put this at a 60. This is so that I could actually unlock bronze paint patroller, which is basically the brand new.
Oh, and you still get the paint patroller bronze. Yeah, that's good. Off ball pass gold.
Yeah, that is a plus side to this build.
Yeah, I like this build.
If you give up the ball, you can easily get it back and stuff like that.
Let me like this so I can keep this in my little back pocket.
Don't touch your rebounding. We're a 6'6" guard. We don't really need that.
Oh, you said where else I'm streaming at? Oh, you said live. I thought you were saying live. I'm double streaming right now. I'm on Twitch and I'm on YouTube. Twitch link is in the description if you guys want to follow over there.
This is an ISO build at the end of the day. Now for the physicals, this is where they actually made major changes in the builder. The first thing we're going to look at is speed, and this is how fast you are sprinting around the court without the ball. So anything with the ball has to do with the speed with ball rating. And then for me on this build, I put it at an 85 because that's just a cool median to me for speed, so you're fast enough to run around the court and stuff like that. Now for your agility, this is where it actually gets controversial on this build. Agility is basically how fast you are without the ball and how you can move laterally. So for me, I just put my agility at a 79 on this build.
So that's why a lot of people have been putting their average rating for their agility is 77 to 79, because that is basically accelerating and moving laterally and stuff. So that sounds like some stuff that don't really affect you when you got the speed with ball and the speed.
But you can change this if you want to. Like I said, this is a little bit controversial on what I did. So when the game comes out on day one, you can actually adjust this to whatever your liking is. If you want to go a little higher, you can. Like I said, this is just a little controversial what I went. And then after that, you can put the remaining attributes where you want. Like I said, I recommend putting the remaining attributes on standing dunk. But yeah, this is pretty much the first build that I'm going to be showcasing you guys. After completing it and getting it to its 99 potential, you guys see the bar right there. It's like lighting up. But you can see we can literally do everything on this build with our strong suit being dribbling, as well as here are all the takeovers you can unlock on this build as well. I obviously don't know which ones are the best, but you'll figure that out soon. And one thing I do want to mention about takeover is there's actually 72 different takeovers, but they obviously tie into one. So there's multiple sharpshooting takeovers, multiple slashing, and they're actually based on your attributes. So some of these takeovers you wouldn't be able to unlock if you had different attributes. But yeah, these are all the takeovers that you can unlock on this build, so we get a pretty decent amount of takeovers.
As far as the guard builds and stuff, this might be the best one I've seen so far.
The build name of this build, obviously you guys can see the screen is a little bit different from 2K24, but you guys see we get shades of Jalen Suggs, Steve Francis, LaMelo Ball, and our build name is actually a two-way inside-out ISO created, which is one of many new build names.
This build right here fire.
But yeah, this
would you stream on TikTok if you could? Yeah, I can stream on TikTok. I've streamed on there a few times, but I haven't. I've been trying to get it to stream here while I'm streaming on the other platforms, but I gotta get like a stream key. They used to give them out for free, but now you gotta earn a stream key. I haven't done it
because these two positions will will let us achieve the height that we want for this build, which is 6'8". But now for the weight of this build, like I said earlier, I like to go minimum weight on all my guard builds, but if you plan on getting strength on this build, just go ahead and increase it to your liking to whatever strength rating you want. But for me, I like to just go minimum weight so I'm the fastest possible when it comes to moving on the ball, off the ball, with the ball and stuff like that. But now for the wingspan, make sure you go 7-foot wingspan. I cannot emphasize this enough because if you go any higher, you will lose that 83 3-point rating for bronze limitless range. 6'11" wingspan you can go, which is cool, but I like to always have a longer wingspan on my builds. But now it is time for the attributes, and the first thing we're going to upgrade once again is our driving dunk to an 89, and then we're going to go down to our vertical and upgrade that to a 78 so we get 2 pro contact dunk animations. Also to mention, on a 6'8" build, you don't need to upgrade your standing dunk because as you guys can see, it's
hey Rose, what's going on?
Which already helps us unlock those standing dunk animations. So when it comes to the standing dunk on a 6'8", just make sure you don't touch that. Just leave it at what it is. So
this is 6'8" shooting guard
animations. And then next, go ahead and upgrade it if you want to. Just your personal preference. If you plan on playing record point, go ahead and upgrade it if you want the shooting badges. And after that, if you want free throw, you can go ahead and upgrade it if you want to. Just your personal preference. If you for your speedable ball, just go ahead and put this at a 75, no more, no less. This is so that we can unlock that silver lightning launch. Like I said earlier, this badge is going to be crazy. And then for the pass accuracy,
can't believe they took stamina. Yeah, but that's one less attribute we got to worry about though, right?
More likely than not, why all the people will lean towards the
right, Mello?
Is the defense. As you guys saw in the intro, this build gets a 92 perimeter defense, which will get us gold on ball menace.
Can you click that? Click what?
To an 80, obviously, and then we also get gold challenger as well. So those badges are going to be crazy. The perimeter defense on this build is going to be crazy. And then for the steal, we're going to put that up to an 85 so that we get silver glove and gold interceptor, 2 really good steal badges. And now for the block, this is going to be very different from the 6'6" build. Due to 6'8" actually getting really good defense, you want to put your block to an 84 and then come up to the interior defense and put this at a 70. And this is so that we can unlock that silver paint.
Oh, you getting Paul George type vibes with this, the 6'8" shooting guard? That's fire. I wonder how these stats look on a small forward. Just wondering. They might be better on a small forward, but he probably ain't test that out.
Controller, which is basically the rim protector badge like I said earlier. And y'all, just take a look at the defense on this build. It is actually crazy. We can play in the perimeter.
You said no, you gotta work out at the Gatorade gym for stamina.
Steals, we can get steals as well. But now the last thing we have to do is put our remaining chunk of attributes on our speed and max this to an 85. And then for the rest, you could just put it whatever you want to. I put it on O board, but maybe you want to put it on free throw, whatever you.
Defense is looking good. Finishing is looking good. The shooting, you can work with that. Playmaking is looking good. These is looking good on here. Your weak spot is mainly the main weak spot is like the shooting, but you can work with this though. But that's like the main weak spot, being that you're not going to get like limitless range and everything like that. I think you get a bronze. If not, you don't get it at all. That might be the weak spot though.
You guys want to. But with all that being said, this is the 6'8" ISO build complete, and these are obviously the takeovers that you can get on this build. A decent variety of takeovers. Obviously, like I said earlier, I don't really know the best takeovers. So yeah, this is the build right here, man. It's crazy. It's all around. It has really good defense, and I really like this build a lot. And this is probably going to be the build I make on day 1 when it comes to my ISO builds. But as for the shades in the build name, you see we get shades of Eddie Jones, Alex Crusoe, and Herbert Jones. And our build name actually ends up being a defensive menace, which was in the game last year. But yeah, I don't think the build name matters too much because y'all saw the stats on this build. This build is actually crazy.
This might be a catfish build, low key.
This videos, if you guys don't know, stamina actually works differently this year. Basically, every Myplayer starts off with 85 stamina, and you have to do workouts to actually earn the last 14 stamina.
Cole just gave us the toss in the comments.
14, you basically have 99 stamina on all your Myplayer builds in the future after you earn it. So I just wanted to let you guys know of that if you guys were confused where the stamina attribute went in the Myplayer builder. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I showed you guys 2 builds that are really good for day 1 of the game. Hopefully you guys found this helpful, because if you did, make sure you guys go and drop a like and hit that subscribe button for me. 100,000 subscribers on the way. More build videos releasing soon for 2K25. But with that being said, it's been your boy 3Ball, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Let me go ahead and sub the 3Ball, because he just cooked with a build for me that I possibly might make. I'm not gonna lie, that first build might be the wave, chat. It might be the wave. 6'6" point guard might be the wave, man. I'm not gonna cap to y'all. Oh, my boy Swag dropped that lockdown build. We ain't gonna tune into that though, because we actually about to get off stream right now. So what y'all thinking, man? What y'all thinking, man? What y'all think 2K25 gonna look like? We got till Friday next week. I haven't even bought it yet. I'm gonna get it the day before. Literally, I'm gonna download it the day before it comes up. Said I'm not putting my stamina up. I'm making a 7-foot center. Okay. I seen a center build today. I wonder if they still got template builds this year. You said you plan on the 4th. You pre-ordered it for 2 days earlier? Is that why, Cole? I'm not paying $100 on 2K this year. I'm not. I'm gonna get the basic version. I can't cap. You said Madden 25, what's up? I'll get with you on that sometime. I haven't even been playing 25 like that. I've been playing college. I like college better. Can't cap. You said I just pre-ordered it the other day. $100 is crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to get the 60. The 60 version. You said K or college. Yeah, we can play sometime tomorrow or something because I'm actually about to get off here. I gotta go do something. So I wanted to stream this, but tomorrow, actually, I don't know, because they've been feeding us a little bit of info each day. So if it's anything 2K related that comes out with me, something that I'm interested in, then yeah. What's up, Taz? What's going on? I was on college yesterday for a little bit though. You should have came here yesterday. I was on college for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You say, yeah, I'm getting a $70. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting a $70 version too. I'm keeping it basic, you know what I'm saying? I ain't spending all that money. Take your time, man. No worries. No rush for B2A. Man, you crazy as hell, man. You must not even know. You must not even know what I got in store on that joint for you. This man, DJ live, Gutter live, a lot of people live. But y'all, I'm about to get up off here, man. I gotta go ahead and do some stuff for my girl. Gotta go drive her, take her somewhere, man. I don't know if y'all remember, your boy is about to be a dad soon, so I'll be attending to dad duty sometime next year. You said drop a reaction vid on the city. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a reaction video on the city for sure. Definitely gonna drop a reaction video. Anything? Wait, yeah, that's what come out tomorrow, right, Cole? The neighborhood city stuff come out tomorrow, right? I think I saw it on Twitter. Appreciate you too. I think I seen on Twitter. Yeah, all right. So yeah, we'll do would you rather a video or would you rather a stream, Cole? I don't know. I think I should probably just do a video, something small like that. You said it's up to you. I'm gonna support regardless. Okay. I mean, that's gonna be my decision then. You're right. But yeah, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all boys be safe. I love y'all boys, man. I'll be back here tomorrow. If not a video, a stream, know what I'm saying? We getting real consistent. Starting out the year good. We're gonna be balancing a little bit between college, Madden, and 2K. Whichever game I like the most is which I will see the most. That's just how I'm gonna put it. I didn't completely just wipe 2K out of my channel. It's just it's not that heavy on the channel. But I don't want y'all to get construed like I'm not a 2K channel. I'm not a Madden channel. I'm not a college football channel. I'm just a gaming channel that just do, the regular. But it's mainly pertaining on the sports side though. You ain't gonna see me stream too much of a Call of Duty too much or nothing like that, even though I play it. But I don't want y'all to get it misconstrued though. Cause I know some people here for the Madden, some people here for the 2K. I did kind of start off as a 2K guy, but 2K kind of let me down. So 2 years straight, I just kind of was like, I gotta switch some things up now. But yeah, man, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, man. Love y'all boys.